Hello and welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG. I am your host, the good, the noble, the ever-present Dr. Yukon Suckit. So today I am broadcasting to you from my secret underground headquarters, and I'm bringing to you a deck that I found over on MTG's Platinum Mythic list, which I am referring to as AZORIUS Control. And AZORIUS meaning blue and white, control meaning, in the case of blue and white, board wipes and creature removal and counter spells. So let's take a look at this deck, and then we'll take it out and see how well it does. On the low end, we got March of Otherworldly Light, which you can basically pay whatever they paid to put it out. You pay the same +1 to get rid of it, and it's in exile. You have the ability to sacrifice white cards from your hand to give you an additional 2 mana towards that mana cost. So you can punch a little bit higher than what you have the ability to otherwise. We got Fateful Absence, which can take out a creature or planeswalker. It just does destroy, but they get a clue card so they can pay a couple mana, sacrifice it, and draw a card. Not too bad of a trade. We got Sunset Revelry, which you're either going to hate or love depending on your situation, but it's a sorcery where you pay 2, and depending upon your relationship to your opponent, you can potentially gain 4 life, create 2 1/1 human tokens, or draw a card. Reckoner Bankbuster in this deck is mostly just about card draw, but it's a vehicle that after a certain amount of turns, you end up popping out a pilot, at which point then you can start being a 4/4 creature. But you only get 3 rounds of card draw at that point, then pretty much you're just a creature dude. We got Saw Coming, which is a great counter spell, but it's either 3 to pay, or you can pay 2 if you manage to foretell it. Foretelling meaning that you pay 2, and then at a later time, you can pay for its foretell cost. We've got the Wandering Emperor, which is the pinnacle of white control. You can flash this lady out and then pretty much destroy any target attacking creature. It's target tapped creatures, so anything with vigilance is kind of outside of her range. If you're clever and lucky, you could also flash out a Samurai, which might be able to then jump in its way, killing that other creature, but only costing you 1 loyalty point rather than the 2 that the exile ability would use. We got Behold the Multiverse, which allows you to go looking at the next 2 cards in your hand, and then you draw 2, which is fantastic. You can also foretell this for a cheaper cost as well. Memory Deluge, part of the card draw. You draw 4, at which point you pick 2, put the rest on the bottom of your library. And then you have Flashback, where you can pay 7, look at the top 7 cards, pick 2, put the rest on the bottom of your library. Doomskar destroys all creatures. It's a foretell to pay cheaper later on. Farewell costs you 6 mana, but you can wipe out one of any of the following, you can pick 1 or more of the following. All artifacts, all creatures, all enchantments, all graveyards, and they're exiled. So this one is a great one, especially if you're going against somebody who's doing a lot of graveyard stuff. Devastating Mastery will wipe out all non-land permanents, and usually you don't got a lot of permanents, so this is a great one. In a pinch, you could pay 4, in which case they get to bring back 2 of whatever they got. But, depending upon what they're playing, that may or may not be a good thing for you. Innumerous Call is either a land, or you can pay 7 to get out 2 white angel tokens. Everything else you got is indestructible. You're probably not going to have anything else out, so it's just 2 white angels. Hullbreaker Horror. So this guy's a 7/8. You can play him for flash. He cannot be countered. Big problem is that there's not a whole lot to do with this otherwise. This guy really needs a lot of cheap spells for you to cast. This deck doesn't have it. So I think the deal with this deck is the expectation is that you're going to counter, kill, and then in the end when they have nothing better to do, you Hullbreaker Horror, and you just come in with a 7/8. On the flip side, you got a 7/7 here, and you got a 3/4 flyer. If you got the mana for it, because these guys are expensive. It costs 5 to put this guy to play him, but you have to have him as well, so which means you have to have at least 6 mana for this, at least 7 mana for that. This is 7, that's 7. All of your creatures in this deck are super expensive. The only creatures you're going to get for cheap will be coming from the Wandering Emperor or Sunset Revelry, and those guys are wussies. I mean, I guess you could say Bankbuster as well, but it just takes so long to get this thing going. And nothing else you're going to play will allow you to use a Bankbuster. And if you do have something else, the problem is that they're probably better off on their own. So other than those lands, we've got Eiganjo, which will do 4 damage to target attacker and blocking creature, or be a land. We got Field of Ruin, which help you take out other man lands, some dual lands, and then some regular lands in there mixed as well. So that's the deck. Let's take it out and see how well it does. And we're playing against Aure, I guess. Aure. Got 3 mana. We got some stuff. A little bit of control. We'll keep it. Yeah, the worst part is I just played an incredible game and then found out that I hadn't recorded it. That sucks. But so here we go anyways. What does this guy do? I just remember he was so annoying. Not too annoying though. Let's go ahead and cock this gun. This guy's cost 3. What do you think he's going after? Wandering Emperor? Maybe? Yep, there we go. All right, so we got just 1 mana. Still waiting to get someplace. I can definitely kill that guy the next turn, though. Not going to last for long. Unfortunately, it will cost me 3, leaving me with exactly 1 mana, which is not enough to do anything. Well, I don't have any board wipes. This deck is filled with board wipes. Yet I am not seeing any come about yet. Alright, so 6 for Wandering Emperor. Saw it coming. I need to get something going here. Let's Memory Deluge. Choose 2. Board wipe. And let's do that. Leaving with exactly 1 mana again. Oh, there it goes. Devastating Mastery. It's going to cost me 8 now. That's not good. Yeah, I've had a counterspell in my hand this entire time, but everything I need to do has left me with exactly 1 mana. My only really hope here is on the next turn to get a board wipe, and that is not it. Maybe I should think about what I'm doing before I cut it here. I have the ability to do just 2 things, so I need 2 white. Let's just go ahead and put. I don't have any more white, so that's it. Let's go ahead and Fateful Absence it. We'll get rid of the guy that pumps everybody else up. And Sunset Revelry, which these guys do not fly. And why not a Bankbuster since I got... Oh, that was my 2 mana! Alright, well, I'm dead. No, I got 9 life. What do I got here? 1, 2, 5, 6. I'll have 7. All I need is board wipe. Come on, board wipe. Top deck, board wipe. That's 7. And that somehow it's, oh, because of Thalia. Thalia has screwed me over at this point. Good for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is not 8. Everything is too expensive. No attacks. I cannot block. I have the flying guys, and so I am toast. Yeah. You do not need to do anything other than just attack. And I can block. Keeping it at a stiff 0. The barely a defeat situation. Barely a defeat. Practically a win. And we're playing against SovietArmada. We have like nothing good in this hand. We have the ability to go searching for stuff. That's about it. Let us mulligan. I will keep it. We'll get rid of one of the bank busters. All right, we will, let's blue it up. Yeah, it's a deck built entirely upon control. We need to have some control in our hand that we can actually cast. Alright, so now I have to be able to play something that costs 5. Let's see what happens here. That guy, lifelink, huh? Fine, let's counter him. There we go. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. And we're done. So we have the ability to block now, even though I won't. Maybe I'll just kill it. Death! Alright, SovietArmada. Draw your card. We'll Bankbuster. We'll go ahead and draw a card ourselves. Nice. All attack. Alright, so we're going to have 6 mana, which is plenty to play Farewell. Looks like we're just going to have to take out one dude at a time. This guy's buff. We'll pull this in. Let's go for the attack. I just figure he's going to have to put some more dudes out. We have 17 life. We got plenty to keep fighting here. Seven. That's rough. I hate having to wipe there. Well, there goes that, whatever that is about. Taking out the Bankbuster. All right, whatever. Cancel. Let's go in for the attack first. Get our 2 points of blood. Doomskar for one guy. And prepare a counter spell because we can't do anything else. So what do I got here? 1, 3, 4. I'll have 2 left over. That's as good as anything else. Can always block that guy too. Kill it. All right, we're done. All right, you're going to make me earn it then, huh? There goes your entire hand. Still, that's also, whatever, like, I'm down to 3. All right, here we go. All creatures, enchantments, graveyards, and artifacts. You can suck it. Look who's back, baby! Let's prepare ourselves. So I don't think he's got... Oh, he does have haste, potentially. And say Eiganjo would be good for that, but we're good to go. And look who we got. Somebody fun. I don't think I got enough for him. So we are done. That means on next turn we're putting out Hullbreaker Horror. And we win! See you later, sucker! And we're playing against Shadhox. Okay, we've got 3 mana, none of it blue, but the Field Rune can get us something if we need to in a pinch. And it's tapped. We'll be able to load up the Doomskar on the next turn. Doomskar. Feed my fish. This guy seems like he's going solid mono black there. Okay, we need that blue mana pretty badly now. Not badly, I mean, if we want to be able to play Saw It Coming, we need it. Problem is that what's he going to play that we have to worry about so much? Probably the Invoke Despair. Tell you what, let's go fetch. Oh, I hate if I do this and then it ends up being that. Let's just do it. Well, I can't because he doesn't have any non-basic lands. I'd have to shoot my own. We're done. It has to be an opponent controls, I believe. Yeah. So if he's playing basic lands, I can't do anything with Field of Ruin then. I still need blue mana. If we're going to get anywhere. I can't do Behold the Multiverse, so let's just pump it up. Alright, so we've nipped Lulf in the bud. Unfortunately, we have to deal with 2 spiders. Doomskar is pretty good for that. Still on the search for blue mana. And they're still not playing any non-basic lands. Crazy. Alright, so now we're in a point where we can only eliminate creatures individually. I'm sure he's just waiting for me to turn my land into a dragon so he can shoot it out of the air. Unfortunately, we still have two stupid spiders to deal with. Eiganjo. Not blue. I'm going to have to start wasting Wandering Emperors here. At least it gives him something to shoot. You know, sacrifice the creature I just targeted to take care of it. Nope. There we go. That's what we were looking for. Blue mana! Blue mana, everyone! Woo-hoo-hoo! Alright. Let's pass it on. We either counter what he's got going on or we'll behold the multiverse in our next turn. Not a non-basic land. Nope, no more lulls for you. Get out an actual creature. Interesting. So he doesn't have anything to do in his hand, I guess, for creature destruction or planeswalker destruction at the moment. Alright, Memory Deluge. We need another blue mana to be able to use it, but right now we'll pump up our Samurai. Start dragoning up. I didn't realize the dragon was that expensive. You knew it was in there. All right. I really need is a blue mana. Time to start birthing some samurais all over again. Well, that's not good. He's going to go after the Fateful Absence. And we got a Hullbreaker. Excellent. And technically we got a blue mana. Let's samurai it up. And we're done. Because we could potentially behold the multiverse, but technically I think we're going to Seed of the Empire into a big, gigantic, creepy eyeball. Oh, good. We can still behold the multiverse. One, two, three, four, five, six. One more for Hullbreaker Horror. He'll probably just get killed. Stop looking at your graveyard. I don't like that. Well, no Hullbreaker. Behold the Multiverse again. Another mana that 7 will get us that. All right, all right. We'll take it. Oh, great. We're left with complete crap. Oh, that's much better. Much better. Okay. So we'll put out our land. So he has nothing below with the Field of Ruin. Do I really want to wipe everything out? Let's do it. All creatures, all enchantments. Done. Put out another samurai. And that's the end of our turn. Land again. All right, we're gonna give this guy and mark him with a B. Time for direct creature kill. Yep, there we go. All right, at least we got the Wandering Emperor back up to a 2. Blue mana. Put out a samurai. Let's go ahead and do the full meal deal here. What do I want? Two of them, huh? Hullbreaker. And Doomskar. And Doomstar cannot take out Liliana. And I can't get her down. If I put him out the Hullbreaker, it'll be gone. All right, there, she's gone. Let's see. Next, go after her. Don't have any man lands. Let's finish this up. So you try to outrace it. I just don't care. Except for I guess that keeps Professor Onyx alive. Wandering Emperor. Oh, interesting way. Can I flash him out? No, he'll just get killed. That Professor Onyx is kind of a pain in the butt. All right. Why do you make me do things like this? Just wasting an entire counterspell on something stupid like that? If anything, maybe I need to put out the Hullbreaker just to give Onyx something to shoot at. I don't want her getting up to her power level. I don't need that kind of trouble in my life. You killed his own dudes. All right. Bringing her back. I'm down to 5. Wow, that's crazy. Something cheap but really nice. Ooh, that'll do it, won't it? Oh, I can't get rid of... Let's see. Graveyards, creatures. That's all that's out there, right? Let's just do all of it. I don't have anything. So that's 7 ready. He needs 8 for that to be able to kill me. Suck it. You could go be able to fish something back with that, right? Turn target Planeswalker next from the graveyard to the battlefield. I can't believe I'm thinking about milling at this point. This is ridiculous. He's run out of cards, huh? There's Professor Onyx again. $10. All right, buy myself some time. So I'm saving the Behold the Multiverse. So if I get the Hullbreaker out, I can actually start bouncing some stuff. And he's down to 9. Sweet googly moogly. And there's Professor Onyx again. And he's down to 6. Okay, here we go. There's a giant. We're going to put out the Hullbreaker. And he's going to have to waste time killing the Hullbreaker now. There we go. And Professor Onyx takes a bath. All right, and I can behold the multiverse. I don't see any point not to at this point. This guy needs to just die on the next turn. Nope. Yes. I want to know what love is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's plenty for the giant. What is he down to anyway there? 3 cards? You're going to die from lack of cards, baby. I know you're going to block. He's down to 1 card. Suck it, I tyrant. How did that guy sneak in here? I didn't even notice him. Blue. Let's go in for the fight. Yeah. You should draw a card is what you should do. Alright, that's it. All right, the game's going to be over. You're just going to let it go, aren't you? You're just going to die. You're going to concede. Let me start warming up my victory yodel here. Yo, 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 here we go, ready, end. Victory! Alright, so this is AZORIUS Control 2, Electric Boogaloo. And I gotta say that my big problem with this deck is, yes, it does a fantastic job of controlling what's going on. You know, it's got so many board wipes going on. Devastating Mastery, Farewell, Doomskar. What else we got in there? Is that it? Seems like I guess that's only 7 cards total. That explains a lot. It's always hard to get to it. You know, and then it's all about either card draw after that, trying to get to it. Lots of card draw in there, and then some spot control as well. But you know what you don't have? The ability to do anything. I mean, you have Hullbreaker Horror, but he costs 7. Emeria's Call to Angels also costs you 7. Hall of the Storm Giant, guess what you have to have? 7 mana to be able to play that. Cave of the Frost Giant, that's what, 6? I mean, everything is so expensive. The only things that are relatively cheap are then the Wandering Emperor, which costs you 4 to put out, and then all you're putting out is 2/2 Samurais, and the Bankbuster, which takes you at least 3 turns to begin. You have no counters, no 1/1s, nothing. I mean, Sunset Revelry, yeah, okay, you can maybe get some 1/1 white human tokens out, but those aren't enough to power the Bankbuster. So you are really just sitting there just saying nope to everything over and over and over again, as much as you can. And if anybody sneaks things through a little bit at a time, you're in dangerous straits. So this is a powerful deck that has the ability to really piss people off by not letting them do anything. Unfortunately, it's also pissing you off by essentially not letting you do anything. Some people love this deck. You know, I would say, like, you know, if you ever watch Sonyo, he would love this. He just loves to do this. Sit there, take some light amount of damage, and then just wipe the board, keeping people from doing anything good. And then at the end, just using his man lands to clean up. I found this hard to sit around and wait until the end. And it was just long game after long game after long game. I never seemed to go up against any of the aggro decks that you could just wipe out early and then just march right in on. I was always going up against other control people or people that were going after their graveyards all the time. What is up with that? So anyways, that's this deck. So let's rate it. Is it competitive? Well, I think I pulled this off of the Platinum Mythic list, so obviously it's competitive. Was it fun? No. To me, it was not a fun deck. It was way too much of a slog to get through it. And lastly, is there a theme? Well, if the theme is board wiping, then yeah. If the board is not letting anybody play anything, sure, there's a theme. So I kind of felt like, yeah, the deck had a purpose. It wasn't fun, but it was competitive. So I'm going to give this thing an A-, and I'm going to say that you just have to ask yourself, is this your kind of deck? Because it's somebody's kind of deck. It just isn't mine. I hope you end up having more fun with this deck than I did. That's all for now. If you like this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the secret underground headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, I want you to have a great day. In the words of my people, word to your mother. Bye.